All right, welcome back to the Dental Marketing Mix, the podcast for dental practice owners who want to grow smarter and not just spend more money. I'm Dan Bryan, I'm the co-founder at Dentalscapes, and today we are going to talk about something that I see constantly, literally constantly, when we start working with new practices. And honestly, it never stops surprising me. So here's the scenario. You're running ads. You're maybe spending a few $1,000s a month on Google or social media. Your phone rings a few times a week from new patient inquiries. Things seem to be working, at least on the surface. But what if I told you that a significant portion of the people who are finding you online, people who actively searched for a dentist, clicked on your website, and were genuinely interested, are leaving without ever calling, without ever booking, and without ever coming back? Not because they found a better dentist, but because your website let them down in the first 30 seconds. Think about that. So that's what we're getting into today. These specific fixable ways that your dental website might be quietly costing you new patients every single month and what to do about it. So let's start with some context. Your website is not a brochure. I know that sounds obvious, but a lot of dental websites are still built like brochures. They list the services, they show some stock photos of smiling patients, and put a phone number somewhere in the header. Now, that mindset was fine in 2008. Today, it means you're losing people. Your website is your highest leverage marketing asset. It's yours to create. It's working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And every dollar you spend on advertising, whether it's Google Ads, Facebook, SEO, whatever it is ultimately pointing people towards your website. If that website doesn't consistently convert visitors into new patient inquiries, you are essentially pouring money into a leaky bucket, or you're lighting it on fire. We talked about conversion rate in a recent episode, and a lot of what drives or kills your conversion rate starts on your website. So let's get specific. Mistake number one: slow load times. This is probably the most unsexy problem in web design, but it is one of the most damaging for sure. Studies have consistently shown that if a website takes more than 3 seconds to load, and even 3 seconds is painfully slow, a large portion of visitors will leave. And on mobile, that window is even shorter. Most dental websites are loading in 5, 6, sometimes more seconds. And why? Unoptimized images, bloated code, cheap shared hosting, plugins stacked on top of plugins. So here's the thing: your website visitors aren't consciously thinking this website is slow. They just feel it. And then guess what? They leave. And when they leave before the page even loads, Google notices that too, which can actually hurt your search rankings over time. So slow site speed isn't just a UX or user experience problem, it's an SEO problem too. This is the fix. Run your website through Google PageSpeed Insights. It's a free tool. Just search for it and look at your score, especially on mobile. Anything below 70 is a problem worth addressing. Pressing your images, switching to faster hosting, and cleaning up your code can make a substantial difference. Here's mistake number two: weak or missing calls to action. A call to action, or CTA, is anything that tells a visitor what to do next. Call us today. Request an appointment. Book online. If someone lands on your website and they have to hunt for how to contact you, you've already lost them, guaranteed. Now, doing what I do, I review a lot of dental websites, and the most common CTA problems I see are these. The phone number is small and buried in the footer. There's no prominent Book Now button above the fold, meaning before you scroll down. And the contact page is just a form with zero reassurance about what happens after you submit it. Your CTA or CTAs should be impossible to miss. The phone number should be clickable and visible at the top of every page. There should be a clear, high contrast button, ideally in a color that stands out from the rest of your design, that takes people directly to a booking form or your scheduling system. And that button should appear multiple times on every page, especially your homepage and your service-specific pages. In general, we also recommend having online scheduling if your practice management software supports it. The ability to book an appointment at 11 o'clock at night without having to call removes a huge amount of friction, especially for younger patients and busy families. Mistake number three: no social proof above the fold. Trust is everything in healthcare, and it's even more important in today's AI-powered search. When someone lands on your website, they are making a split-second judgment. Do I trust this practice? Your job is to answer that question immediately before they have a chance to leave. Social proof, meaning reviews, ratings, recognitions, patient counts, is one of the most powerful ways to do that. And yet, Most dental websites bury their reviews on a dedicated reviews page that most visitors will never even find. Or they paste a few cherry-picked testimonials in a slider that people instinctively ignore. The fix is to get your star rating and review count visible on your homepage, high up, close to the top, and not just as a static graphic. We're talking about a live Google rating widget or a clearly visible 4.9 stars, 320 reviews on Google Badge that links directly to your Google profile. This alone can meaningfully increase the percentage of visitors who stick around long enough to convert. And if you have specific accolades, voted best dentist in your city, featured in a local publication as an expert, affiliated with a well-known dental organization, those also belong near the top of your homepage. Mistake number 4, and I see this one all the time: confusing navigation. It may sound basic, but I can't tell you how often dental websites I see where I genuinely can't figure out how to find basic information without clicking around for 2 to 3 minutes. Where is this practice located? Do they take my insurance? What does a new patient visit look like? These are the real important questions your visitors are asking, and if the answers are hard to find, I guarantee they're leaving to find a practice that makes it easier. Your website navigation should be simple and intuitive, ideally no more than 5 or 6 top-level menu items: services, about, new patients, insurance, contact. It's really all you need. The new patients page is one I particularly want to call out. It should answer every question that a first-time patient might have. What to expect at their first visit, what forms they need to fill out, what insurances you accept, what happens if they're nervous or it's been a while since their last appointment. That page does a lot of conversion work if you invest in it, and most practices either don't have it or have a generic one that doesn't actually address patient concerns. Let's get into mistake number 5: not being optimized for mobile. More than half of all website traffic in most markets, and generally over 70%, is now on mobile devices. In dental search specifically, the majority of people are looking for a dentist near them and they're on their phones. If your website isn't built with mobile users as the primary audience, you are actively losing a large chunk of your potential new patients. And what does a bad mobile experience look like? For instance, text that's too small to read without zooming in, buttons that are so close together you can't tap the right one, a phone number that isn't clickable, meaning someone has to manually copy and paste the phone number into their phone application to call you or memorize it, a contact form that requires you to type an essay on a 4-inch screen. It's not enough to just be mobile responsive. Your website should be what's called mobile first, meaning that the mobile experience is the one that's designed and tested first, and the desktop version is built from there. At minimum, open your website on your own phone right now and try to do what a new patient would do. Find your address, read about your services, book an appointment. If that process is frustrating for you, imagine what it's like for someone who's never seen your site before. I guarantee it's worse. One more thing I want to address, and this is one that tends to fly under the radar, is the mismatch between your ads and your landing pages. If you're running targeted Google ads for, let's say, Invisalign, and someone clicks that ad and lands on your homepage, rather than a dedicated Invisalign service page, you have already broken that experience. The visitor clicked because they wanted information about Invisalign. They landed on a general homepage instead, and now they have to figure out where to go. Most of them won't. They will hit the back button. This is why we build dedicated pages for every major service that we're running ads for at Dentalscapes. The page matches the ad. The headline matches what the person was searching for. The call to action is specific to that service. It may seem like a small thing, but it makes a dramatic difference. And I can assure you, you'll pay less for your ads, lower costs per lead, lower cost per acquisition for that paid traffic when you bring it all together. So let's sum it all up. Your website is the center of gravity for all of your marketing. If it's slow, confusing, hard to use on mobile, missing social proof, or sending paid traffic to the wrong pages, your marketing spend is working against itself. The good news is that most of these problems are fixable. Some of them are fixable quickly. Start by auditing your site with fresh eyes. Or ask someone who's never visited to try to book a new appointment. Ask them to tell you where they got stuck. Run your site through Google PageSpeed Insights. Pull up your website on your phone. Look at your homepage and ask, if I landed here for the first time, would I trust this practice? Would I truly know what to do next? If you'd like a professional set of eyes on your website, that's something we do as part of the discovery process with every potential patient at Dentalscapes or client. We do a full audit: site performance, mobile experience, conversion rate optimization, ad to landing page alignment, and we show you exactly what's working and what's not. You can book a free strategy call with us at dentalscapes.com/start, and we'll take a look together. That's all for this week. Thanks for listening to the Dental Marketing Mix. If this episode was useful, please share it with a fellow practice owner who might need to hear it, or take just 10 seconds and leave us a 5-star rating and maybe even a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your shows. It means a ton to us, and we can't thank you enough. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.